Good morning, support group leaders. Today we have with us Rutger from the Netherlands. Welcome to Speed Friending, Rutger.
Thank you so much, Tom. Great to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, of course, my name is Rutger Wilhelm. I'm yes. So I'm Dutch, and I'm a person who stutters, or actually who clutters as well. I am in the board of the Dutch National Stuttering Association, for example, and I'm in two other boards as well. For example, the ISA and the ICA, and the ICA stands for the International Cluttering Association, which is based in the States actually. Yeah, so that's my involvement in the stuttering community.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about the relationship between cluttering and stuttering?
Sure. This is going to be a rather long answer, maybe, but well, actually, stuttering. Most people think of stuttering, of course, or know stuttering as people who stutter. When they are talking, they tend to have these tense blockages, for example. So apple or something, and with cluttering, it's actually the other way around, because cluttering, people clutter, they actually don't have these kind of tense blockages or prolongations, for example, in their speech. But they actually talk very, very fast, first of all, like me as well, and so actually what they are doing is, because they are talking too fast, they're actually stumbling over their words, so therefore it becomes a whole mumble jumble of things, and they also have difficulty, in organizing their own thoughts to speak fluently. So basically in cluttering, there is a language problem. A language planning problem. So basically, the coordination from your brain to your mouth. What am I going to say now, and how does that express in my speech? In this process, something goes wrong, but that's different from stuttering, because, well, again, stuttering. People who stutter actually know very well, mostly, what they want to say, but they just can express their words or sounds. And people who clutter, they actually don't know exactly what they're going to say, so they have problems later on in their speech. So that is a fundamental difference between cluttering and stuttering. And that's, of course, also why I joined the International Cluttering Association, just to get this message out, because cluttering is still rather unknown in the world. It's still it's still considered as a part of stuttering, which sometimes it is, because there are also people who do both, so like cluttering and stuttering, but in general, like I already said, that there is a basic difference between these two disorders. And so my passion is actually to talk about this, and to share the story.
Awesome. What is the perception of stuttering and cluttering by the general population in your country?
The general perception of our population, I guess, is that stuttering, is a thing, that just needs to be recognized. Unlike maybe in some other countries, I'm not really sure about that, but in my country, the awareness of stuttering is quite well, and people do understand, what it means, for example, and what impact it can have on people's lives, for example. So stuttering is generally accepted, but I think, of course, there is still, people who stutter, of course, are still discriminated by some people, or have, of course, also difficulty in getting jobs, for example, or whatever, So I think people stutter, of course, still experience many obstacles in their lives, also in my country.
Okay. What would you like to see the world stuttering community accomplish?
What I would like the stuttering community to accomplish is that, well, obviously, cluttering is also seen as a, as a normal part of this, global world. And but of course that, that both cluttering and stuttering are, are understood by people, for example, and also, of course, accepted as as just normal things. I mean, everyone has something, I mean, some kind of disorder or some kind of, thing. Yeah. So I think, yeah. So my hope is, to enlarge the awareness of both stuttering and cluttering.
Awesome. Awesome. What would you say to the younger Rutger about stuttering and cluttering?
I would say it is okay, of course, to stutter, because, well, back then I was really afraid, and I had lots of tensions and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's okay to have that, and and of course also that, people who stutter can also learn from it. I mean, they have developed, I think, several skills, that other people may not have developed that good, for example, that well. So yeah, so yeah, so I think, the stuttering also brings you something, and for example, a better understanding of other people, who are also at their own disorder, and much, I mean, many more things. So yeah, so I think, stuttering in some way it is, sort of a gift actually to your life as well.
So uh, do want to apologize to you for this impromptu question, but I see that you're the person to ask this question. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so someone that clutters and or stutters, and they come to our community for the first time, they've never met anyone else that stutters and clutters. What would you say to them, Rutger?
When they haven't seen anyone else who stutters or clutters, you mean? Okay, wow, that's a good question. What would I like to say to them? Well, I think I would say, first try to know yourself better, or your speech, better, and and see how your speech relates to other people's speech, and learn from that, and see, where you can, how you can do something about it in your own way, for example. So what helps you, for example, and not everybody else. So learn from the other people who stutter or clutter. So that's why, of course, this World Stuttering Network is very, it's very welcome. Yeah. So and of course sharing stories, as well. That's important.
Well, Rutger, thank you for your time to join us in speed friending. You are a very fascinating guy, and 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 and, and I really appreciate you taking your time to share part of your story with us.
Well, so thank you as well, of course, so much. Maybe I could say, only one thing. Maybe, when people, or yeah, when people would like to know more about cluttering, for example, they can go to a website, which is called, toofastforwords.com. And there are many videos and stories, and more information about this as well. So thank you so much for your time as well, Tom. And of course, keep up the good work with the World Stuttering Network, and yeah, and hope to see you around some day live.
Oh, I'm sure that that'll happen. So thank you once again, Rutger. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Okay, Tom, you too. Bye bye. See you.